Mieti Ala Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria and the Mieti Ala Kautal Hore as entities implicated in such abuses. The bill introduced by Smith Christopher, member of the House of Representatives, proposed sanctions on members of the groups, including visa restrictions and asset freezes. He presented the bill on Tuesday while commending U.S. President Donald Trump for redesignating Nigeria a country of particular concern. In the bill, Christopher noted that the U.S. has also placed Fulani ethnic militias operating in Benue and Plateau states on its entities of particular concern list under the International Religious Freedom Act. Christopher's bill also suggested that the U.S. should provide immediate humanitarian assistance directly to faith-based groups to support internally displaced people in Nigeria's Middle Belt state. Now, the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, has defended Nigeria against the allegation of targeted killing of Christians, saying President Bola Tinubu's marriage and appointment indicate the claim is untrue. Keyamo, in a post on his X handle on Wednesday, said President Tinubu, a Muslim, is married to a Christian and pastor in one of the biggest churches in Nigeria and has handed key appointments to people of other faiths. He admitted that the country was facing security challenges, but said that while efforts are being made to address them, Nigeria is not alone. In a related development, the federal government has again called on the United States President Donald Trump to be understanding in his approach to Nigeria's security challenges. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, made the call during a press briefing on Wednesday in Abuja, days after Trump threatened military action against Nigeria over what he claimed was a genocide against Christians in the country. He said Nigeria is a vast, multi-ethnic, multi-religious nation making significant strides in economic reforms and strengthening its security architecture. According to him, constructive engagement is the surest and most effective way to achieve peace and stability, not only in Nigeria, but in any part of the world. He also said some foreign lobbyists are responsible for spreading the false story that a Christian genocide is happening in Nigeria. Still on this, a senior special advisor to the Plateau State Governor on Strategic Communication, Timothy Golu, has faulted the recent statement made by Chief of Defense Staff Olufemi Oluyede that Christians are not being targeted or killed in Nigeria. Well, speaking on Nigerian 4FM's Morning Crossfire, Golu said different interpretations to U.S. President Donald Trump's comment have created divisions and sentimental reactions even among politicians, while ordinary Nigerians continue to suffer.
So for people to be talking, inclusive of former thieves, army thieves, and the rest of them, even the current chief of defense staff, the name chief of the right. I'm so disappointed that he will come out to say, it is not about, no, you shouldn't be politically correct about it. It's not about politics. Raise it, admit it, and just add to the fact that, no, it is not just Christians that are being killed. Muslims are also being killed. Who is killing Christians? Who is killing Muslims? What approach? What are the nature of the attacks or the killings? So I don't think this process will help us.
Golu says he believes security agencies may now sit up following Donald Trump's threat. He said Nigeria's security forces are overwhelmed and that the federal government should hold talks with the U.S. to secure proper international assistance.
And it is normal when something, of such national concern or something that any statement or whatever it is that pushes, because this statement is an international statement that has raised a lot of dust. Definitely. It's not surprising to see security people mobilizing to improve on their own, activities so that they will be seen to be so and so. But, sometimes the security men is not that they are not doing their best. They are doing their best, but they are overwhelmed. So it is, for government to sit down and discuss with American government. How are you going to help us?
Moving on, Tope Temoku, the lawyer to human rights activist and former presidential candidate Muonyili, says the police acted outside the law by declaring his client wanted. Speaking on Channels Television today, Thursday, Temoku said there is no law in Nigeria that empowers the police to declare anybody wanted. He explained that under the law, declaring a person wanted is a legal process that must follow due procedure and be backed by a court order. And now we move straight to business. The Debt Management Office says Nigeria has successfully borrowed 2.25 billion naira, $2.25 billion from other countries through what it called a Euro bond. In simple terms, this means Nigeria went to the international money market to ask foreign investors to lend it money, and many people were interested. According to DMO, investors from different parts of the world showed huge interest. They wanted to give Nigeria about $13 billion, even though the country only asked for $2.25 billion. This is the biggest response Nigeria has ever received when trying to borrow money. DMO said this happened even though U.S. President Donald Trump had earlier threatened military action against Nigeria over claims of attacks on Christians. And now in entertainment, actress Regina Daniels has expressed gratitude to her parents for unwavering support and effort to secure her brother Sammy West's release after his alleged arrest. In sports, Nigeria's Victor Osimhen scored all 3 goals as Galatasaray defeated Ajax 3-0 in their UEFA Champions League encounter at the Johan Cruyff Arena on Wednesday.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says he will order a 10% cut in flights at 40 major U.S. airports. He cited air traffic control safety concerns as a government shutdown hit a record 36th day. The drastic plan sent airlines scrambling to make significant reductions in flights in just 36 hours, and passengers flooded airline customer service hotlines with concerns about air travel in the coming days. On the news this afternoon, you heard Rivers primary health workers are threatening strike over outstanding arrears. The Civil Liberties Organization has petitioned Governor Fubara over Rivers State financial status. A state high court has dismissed the Emeka Bike-led APC faction's suit against Risiek. There was outrage in Gwara, Rivers State, after a newly commissioned water tank collapsed after 4 days. The U.S. is targeting visa ban and asset freeze for Mieti Allah over Christian persecution claims. On the foreign scene, the U.S. has ordered flight cut at major U.S. airports due to shutdown. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening.